Hello, my name is Frontier Myers. Welcome back to another episode of Mystic Sparks. Now, I do apologize for how long I've been taking. I know I was on spring break this week, last week, and I didn't take the time to create a video at all. I was taking a break from it. I didn't really have much to say about this past few weeks. And Mystic Sparks is basically about lessons that I learned from God. I talk about encouraging words, and I help people with their relationship with God. So today is going to be a Bible study. So we're going to be reading from John 15, 1 through 11. So let's go ahead and get our Bibles out. Going to John 15, 1 through 11, it says, I am the true vine, and my Father is the vine dresser. Each branch in me that does not bear fruit, he takes away. And every branch that bears fruits, he prunes, that it may bear more fruit. You are already clean because of the word which I have spoken to you. Abide in me, and I in you. As the branch cannot bear fruit of itself, unless it abides in the vine, neither can you unless you abide in me. I am the vine, you are the branches. He who abides in me, and I in him, bears much fruit. For without me you can do nothing. If anyone does not abide in me, he is cast out as a branch, and is withered. And they gather them and throw them into the fire, and they are burned. If you abide in me, and my words abide in you, you will ask what you desire, and it shall be done for you. By this my Father is glorified, and that you bear much fruit, so you will be my disciples. As my Father loved you, I also have loved you. As the Father loved me, I also have loved you. Abide in my love. If you keep my commandments, you will abide in my love, just as I have kept my Father's commandments and abide in his love. These things I have spoken to you, that my joy may remain in you, and that your joy may be full. So why John 15, 1 through 11? Because Jesus shows how staying connected to him, even during dry season, produces long-lasting fruit. So what is lasting fruit? Jesus talks about lasting fruit when he's talking about what naturally grows in us when we stay close to him. It's not just about doing good things. It's about being close to him, being like him in our hearts, our thoughts, and how we treat people. The fruit of the Spirit comes from Galatians 5, 22 through 23. We can't force these fruits, but the fruit grow when we are close to God. It's basically the evidence that you've been hanging out with God. When someone tells you that they see God in you, they basically see their fruit. They see your fruit, right? But you would have to search out what the fruit of the Spirit is. So here's a prompt that I have for you guys. What's been keeping you from abiding lately? And what does abiding look like when motivation isn't there? So what does abiding mean? Abiding means to stay, to remain, or to dwell. When Jesus says abide in me, he's saying stay close to me, live in me, don't disconnect. Here's a metaphor. It's like a branch on a tree. It doesn't just grow fruit by itself. It just stays connected to the tree, and the fruit naturally comes. If we stay connected to Jesus, the growth and motivation will come too. So for me in 2024, I was a lukewarm Christian, right? I was hot and I was cold. I was so tempted by the devil. I struggled with reading my word, but I remember one thing. I would have these little sticky notes on my wall, and if you're a friend of mine and you know what my room looks like, you would see on my wall a whole bunch of notes. And these notes helped me see the progress I was making when I would read my word. And I've grown to get up 2, 3, 4 in the morning to read my word. And it's been on a daily basis now because I want to be connected with God. And I built that motivation. I built that habit. Now, I know it takes 21 days to create a habit, but it's worth it, you know? So let's talk about it. We're going to talk about 2 verses, verse 5 and verse 11. Verse 5 says, apart from me, you can do nothing. Do you feel that in your life right now? Why or why not? So for me, I feel like it's understandable to think that you can't do nothing without the Lord. You can't do nothing. People think they can't do nothing, but through all things, God can prepare, God can provide. For him, nothing's impossible. So when we feel like we can do nothing, believe that you can do everything in God. Verse 11, Jesus says he wants his joy to be in us. What would it look like for you to find joy in him again? So for me, I would say I would want to go on another adventure. I'm a very adventurous person. I love nature. So for me, I'm the type of person to go into the forest alone. I've done it many times in my area, and that's what brings me joy. Being outside alone and just abiding in the Lord, staying close to the Lord, feeling his presence in nature. And I feel joy in that. And so I would totally want to go back into the forest and find that joy. But I know that it's not something I find outside of me, but something I find inside of me. But it still brings me joy. So here is some encouragement plus a little challenge, and then we'll be ending it off. So here's some encouraging words. This isn't about being perfect or reading every day. It's about being close to him. Even when you don't feel like it, abiding can look like one verse in a little prayer. And you don't have to do it alone. Now, I have a friend of mine, her name is V, and she was the one who gave me this idea to make a Bible study. She wanted to do a Bible study today, and I got the idea to read John 15, 1 through 11, because she hasn't been feeling motivated to read her word. She's been not having the interest to read her word, but I want to give her some encouraging words that we don't have to do this alone. And I'm so happy that she's allowing me to help her deepen her relationship with God. And I'm happy that I can help others deepen their relationship with God. And that's what we do on this podcast. So here's a little challenge that I gave her, and then I'm going to give you too. Let's try to read one verse each morning and then talk about it with a friend. Now that is our little challenge too. So if anybody wants to reach out and talk to me about what they learned, I'm happy to. I'm all ears. So those were some encouraging words plus a little challenge. I know some encouraging words that everybody should hear. God loves you, and so do I. And if there is any suggestions on videos that I should make, please comment them down below. And if you enjoyed this Bible study, give this a like and subscribe.